Hello, John.
Rob Dyrdek, it's a pleasure, man. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for having me.
We were talking about Ridiculousness, new season coming out on MTV. What are we going to see?
I think we're going to see nonstop comedy in the form of good old-fashioned human beings hitting the ground in a various of ways, you know.
Love that. Where do you get all these clips? Do you go through and find them, or do you have a team that's doing this? Where do you find this stuff?
Believe it or not, it is a full machine that is out hunting clips and finding the people that shot the clips and then getting them cleared so that we can put them on TV. It's actually a pretty massive organization that has to execute all that. And it's remarkable. I would say that I thought the internet would have ran dry around season 4 or 5, and it's only getting more and more filled on the daily basis.
You are obviously, a lot of people forget this because of all your success, but you started as a professional skater. I work at the CW Twin Cities here in Minneapolis, and we just covered the X Games. Are you still pretty involved with skating? Will you be at the X Games? Because the next 2 years are back here in Minneapolis. Will we see you here?
You will not, I actually, believe it or not, own the premier professional skateboarding league called Street League Skateboarding, which controls the system to lead to the Olympics in 2020. Which is
wow.
I wouldn't call it a full competitor of the X Games, because at one point we had a global partnership together, and we do air my professional skateboarding league on ESPN alongside. But that's right now the edge of my involvement.
Do you have a favorite skater right now?
I love Shane O'Neill out of Australia. He's an incredible skateboarder that has the ability to do some of the most impossible tricks every single try. So I love watching him skate.
To become a professional athlete and then have the success as an entrepreneur that you've had is pretty amazing. What inside of you made you think, I'm not done, like I need to do more? What keeps fueling you?
I think, for me, it's never really been about being done. I started my first company at 18 years old when I was just turned pro as a skateboarder, and started Orion Trucks, and have always been doing business my entire life. Then it led to creating television shows and using that platform to create additional businesses. Now I have a venture studio that all I do is create businesses out of. And for me, I just love to create, whether it's doing a trick, a skate video, whether that's a signature shoe, whether that's a television show, or creating a new company. It's just really, I'm driven by the creation process and love to bring things alive.
From the outside, a lot of the things that you do seem like a lot of the things myself and my friends would want to do, but we don't have the balls. Mm-hmm. What's the secret? It seems like you just have the ability to go out there and do things that a lot of people want to do, but don't have the guts to do it.
Look, I feel like I'm a lucky person, very blessed person that, found a lot of success, and when you would take big risks, I've had a ton of failures along the way, but none catastrophic, and lessons always learned. And I've just gotten better and smarter and more efficient and more experienced, with leans you to being more fearless, So the only way you can do that is to get out and go for it, and everything that you do is a lesson, and you just carry that forward till you finally find success. You can't be afraid. You cannot be afraid.
That's right. One of the things that makes your shows so cool, I think, and Fantasy Factory is one great example of this, is it seems like you're just hanging out with your friends, having a great time. You can definitely feel that camaraderie from the outside. And this next question is actually a fan question from Nick Halst, and he asks, with the passing of Big Black, how has that been for you? Because obviously we saw how tight you guys were in the past, and just going forward, what has that been like for you?
I think probably anyone that's ever lost anyone close to them or significant to them way too early, you still have a hard time believing it. Even you saying it to me right now is like, it's still in my mind. He's still in Texas. I just haven't seen him for a while, So, I think it's just something that especially someone that you've done so much amazing life adventures with, right? It's an even deeper than having like a really good friend that you were super close with, because you actually got to go out and experience some life experiences that you'll never do again, and most people will never ever do. So it's really special, and I think for me, I just hold the memories close, and you just kind of move forward, but you never really get over it,
What was it about him that made it that you guys just hit it off so well? Because wasn't he your employee at first, and then obviously you guys went on to be great friends and to do amazing things. One of the things that sticks out to me is the fat suit. When you guys made the music video, like by the end of the episode, you had a legit music video. I mean, you did those kind of things all the time. What was it about you two that had that connection to do those types of things on a regular basis and to be so successful together?
Yeah, and I had initially wrote the idea for a skate video. Like, since I get kicked out by security, that I'm going to bring my own security, and really it was just a joke. And even when we had called a local security agency in San Diego and said, we're just looking for a really funny, big, lovable guy, and they're like, he's like, oh, I got the perfect guy for you. And I swear we like hit it off from the first go. We were already like the chemistry of like the yin and yang of like my perspective to his comedy just happened almost instantly. And when it blew up in skateboarding, then we ended up doing a car race across Europe together called the Gumball 3000 just for fun, and that's really what led to even doing the television show.
All right, and you've done so much that we've talked about already. What is there left for you to do? Do you have any ideas that you haven't tapped into yet that you think may be on the horizon that you may be doing in the future?
Look, for me, it's as I transition here from television, it's business. My life's mastery is curating ideas and entrepreneurs and helping them build sustainable, profitable businesses. I launched a venture studio in 2016, and we have 22 businesses right now, and my goal is to build and sell 50 to 100 businesses over the next few years.
All right. Well, Twin Cities, check out Ridiculousness on MTV Tuesdays, 7 p.m. here in the Twin Cities. Rob, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you.
Thanks.